What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a word from the ancestor reading for the sign of Virgo. Okay, Virgo, this is your fourth reading. We only have one more left this week. Okay, hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal, so take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay, y'all know the drill. Okay, so we're going to get into the Urban Tarot first. Three cards, one from the top, one from the bottom, and one energetically from the middle. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle for you guys one more time before we begin. Feels like the energy has changed again. Okay. Hopefully you've had a chance to view all of your readings this week to kind of keep up with your energy, okay, and stay in a positive headspace and make any changes necessary. For me to shuffle right in the midst of your reading usually means that some energy has changed, okay? So let's see what's going on with you, okay? So like I said, one from the top, one directly from the bottom, and one energetically from the middle. Okay, very good. Let's see what we have for Virgos. So we have the Princess of Cups, very popular, okay, the costume designer. 10 of Wands, oppression, and Ace of Wands, okay? So something you're working on right now that will be very victorious, okay? With this Ace of Wands, it's very passionate, okay? And the first thing I hear is victory. Now, of course, yes, Six of Wands talks about victory, but this is a very passionate new beginning, if you will, okay, to kind of start off. Of course, it's a torch here that automatically feels like something's being passed on to you, okay? I'll start kind of, I usually start from the left to the right, but kind of just diving into your reading here, okay? The costume designer, Princess of Cups, okay? I feel like you're working on yourself, Virgo, in a sense of you could be working out. I get this sense of buying new clothes, okay? For some of you, okay? I'm not getting a vibe of course, this person is here making a dress of some sort, okay? But there's all kinds of things going on, not just her making dresses. There's a ballerina here, picture of a ballerina. There's pictures, paintings, things like that. There's a sewing machine. This person feels like some form of a creator, if you will, with everything that's going on in this card, okay, with this Princess of Cups, okay? And so maybe you're creating something, creating a new you, okay? With this 10 of Wands, though, it's talking about oppression, okay? I don't feel like, and of course you see like a jail cell and a person with, you know, the orange jumpsuit on and being incarcerated. I don't feel like that's what's going on with you right now, okay? Although, who knows, you could have that in your energy, okay? Where someone, or you know of someone who's been incarcerated, okay, that's close to you. Um, but there's more so, Ten of Wands is talking about, as you can see, the wands are on his back and then two right above his head on his shoulders, okay? Um, I feel this energy of someone like you feel a lot of weight on you about something. I feel this like someone guilt tripping you, or making you feel uncomfortable in a sense of, it's like if you're taking care of yourself, you get that you always working out, and you know, always stay busy, or whatever the case may be. Someone always has something to say about what it is that you're doing, where it kind of makes you feel bad for doing it, because it's like, are you not, you question yourself, where you're like, am I not supposed to be taking care of myself? Am I just supposed to be, you know, sitting on my ass all day or whatever? You know, it's, you feel this, I guess, because maybe people don't know who you are really when you're to yourself, in a sense. And so they're not used to you being a particular way. And so it's kind of burdensome in a sense to you, where you feel like maybe you have to be in your own space. And it's kind of just very burdensome to you, okay? Is what I'm feeling. It's like people try to make you feel bad for doing the things that you do, when it's just you being you, you taking care of you, like I said, that workout scenario, because you have like a nice shape, or you're athletic in a sense, and people never knew that about you, and maybe it's because they have this preconceived notion of who you are based off of your normal regular day activities that you do around them, okay? It's like, for instance, someone who likes to smoke, okay? um, and self-medicate, if you will, okay? And you would never know that that person actually likes to go running, okay? That's just an example. Could be in reference to you, per se, Virgos, okay? Um, and they never knew that. And they're like, how do you go running but you smoke? It's like, I can healthily do both. You know, and it makes me feel like that, because within this card, like I said, she's, you know, creating clothes here, but her stance is of a dancer, okay? And you have the ballerina in the background, okay? And so maybe she has this background in dancing, and no one knew that she low key designs clothes. Because when I'm looking at this, it's like she's in like this basement, if you will, possibly, you know, where no one can see, no one knows what she does, you know, and maybe that's her as the ballerina on the wall in the background, and no one ever knew that, okay? People can be multifaceted, and I think that's where you feel this oppression of being stuck in this stigma that people have you in, when they barely really even know who you are. And then it starts to make you wonder whether or not if they're true friends, okay? To kind of oppress you into this ideal that they have about you, this stigma about you. okay? And so that may make you feel a little bit oppressed, in a sense, okay? This burden to keep up a facade just so other people can be happy, okay? So, with that being said, though, this Ace of Wands is just talking about being passionate about who you are and really taking on a new form of yourself, in a sense, is what I'm feeling, okay? Virgo, you have the ability to start over and start anew, okay? Just because you've been doing something for 10 years doesn't mean you can't change up and do something else, okay? Like this person, maybe she got a injury, or maybe she realized she had children and she couldn't, dance anymore, or lost a passion for it and she found a new passion, okay? That is what you're doing. You're finding a new passion, okay? And so it's fine to do that. That just means you're multifaceted. You were meant to do more than just one thing on this earth, okay? And if people can't understand it, it's not meant for them to understand, okay? So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the everyday clarifiers, okay? Everyday tarot. One from the top, one from the bottom, and one energetically from the middle. If I can get it here. There we go. Okay. So let's see what's going on in your clarifiers, and then we'll move on to the ancestor message. Okay. 10 of Wands all over again. Yep. To clarify the 10 of Wands, to clarify the Princess of Cups, okay? Again, something is burdening you, okay? Something is a burden, okay? Or is weighing heavy on you, again, to keep up with a facade, like I said, okay? You're finding it very hard, okay, to create right now. Not sure if it's a blockage or if it's in reference to people around you, okay? Like I said, trying to appease other people, okay? Trying to create something new. Sometimes that can also be a burden too. It can bear down on you because you are very meticulous at times, and you may be somewhat of a perfectionist also, Virgo, to where you're paying attention to the very minute details of a certain project that you're working on. And so it's got to be perfect, it's got your name on it, and a lot is writing on it. And so possibly it is really weighing heavy on you to produce something that is airtight and solid and what the people want, because you are trying to please everybody, okay? One thing you want to make sure you do, while it's commendable for you to want to please people, you have to make sure you're staying true to yourself, okay? While it's you want to appease everybody and you want to give them something that they will really enjoy, will you enjoy it? Do you even enjoy creating it? Okay, nothing is built in a day. You have to pay attention to those fine details that nobody else will pay attention to. It is time consuming, it is a process, but it will be well worth it once it's completed, okay? Correctly, not a rush job, okay? And not something that's just thrown together, okay? 10 of Wands is being clarified by the 7 of Pentacles here, okay? So this is something that is or has been waiting to harvest, okay, or manifest for you, okay? There is some time or history involved in whatever it is that you're working on, okay? as far as maybe a relative that may be incarcerated for some of you. It has been a few years, possibly since you've seen them, okay? Um, Somebody could be getting released soon, and this is quite trying times to be released in, and so time has really passed since you've seen this person, and so it's coming close for someone in particular, okay? Um, this is possibly an immediate relative. Like I said, haven't seen them in a really long time. Seven of Pentacles. You've been waiting for this day, and it's finally coming. Okay, but that's specific. I feel like for just one particular energy. Okay, in Virgo collective. Okay. Nonetheless, this project that you're working on with this 10 of Wands showing up twice, 10 and 10 equaling out to 20, drowning out down to 2. You need to stay focused on what you want, not what you don't want, okay? Focus on what you want in a sense of not what you want for the project, but what you want the project to be that you're working on, okay? What impact do you want this project to have on your audience, okay, your clients, whatever it is that you're presenting, okay, and whoever you're presenting it to? How do you want it to make them feel, okay? What is the vibe of it? Again, Seven of Pentacles, it's something that you've been working on for a really long time, tweaking it, revamping it, whatever it is you've been working on. It's been a very long time, and I think maybe you've been going back and forth in your head of whether or not if it's really meant to come to fruition, and it is. Just continue, if you need to take breaks from it in order for you to accomplish your goal, okay? And you're giving it your heart and soul, okay? Put your heart and soul into it, and it will produce something amazing, okay? Next, we have the Ace of Wands with the King of Pentacles, okay? Ace of Wands with the King of Pentacles, okay? I feel with this King of Pentacles being here, there's someone that is passing the torch. This person could be passing the torch on to you, okay? Because they see your drive, they see your passion, and they believe that it would be, or it not it would be, but it would do well in your hands. So that is why they've chosen you to kind of like either pass the torch or to invest in you with this King of Pentacles, okay? This is someone that is very respectable to you, okay, and vice versa. Again, they see your worth, they see your value. It's not romantic, it's completely platonic, okay? They just admire your work ethic, okay, because your work ethic matches theirs. They love bouncing ideas off of you. Thus the reason why they came to you in the first place, okay? So what people think of you or what they think you are, and hold you to this stigma, is not who you really are. They know who you are deep down inside when, everything is behind closed doors. And so they are willing to, like I said, invest in you. They've passed something on to you that they entrust in you, to take the lead on, and they wouldn't have it any other way, and they wouldn't pick anyone else on their worst day, okay, is what I'm feeling here, okay? So That being said, we're going to go into your ancestor oracle. We're at 20 minutes in your reading. I'm going to shuffle these 3 times so we can do an energetic pull for you guys, Virgo, and then an angel message. Okay. Last shuffle here before we do our 3-way cut. Okay. All right. Let's do an energetic pull and see where you are with your ancestors. I think we're gonna go here. Okay. Virgo says connect with animals, animal spirit guides, healing, past, pets. Okay, is what you're getting here. Connect with animals, Virgo. Okay. I know a few Virgos that actually do pretty well with pets or really love having pets. Okay. Animal spirit guides, healing, and past pets. Okay. So animals are great at healing people. They are great sensors of energy. Okay. And so they can usually tell when something is wrong. Okay. Depending on what kind of animal you're guided to, pay attention to your dreams. You could have, like I said, animal spirit guides are here where certain animals either during your day-to-day may come up to you or in your dreams. Okay. There could be certain animals that pop up in your dreams. You could have past pets that pop up in your dreams. I know for me personally, I've had my past pets come up, mostly a Labrador Husky mix that I had named Rusty. It was my first dog. I had him since I was a puppy. And he died around the time when I was about maybe 13, 14 years old. Still my favorite dog to this day. And then I had a small Yorkie Shih Tzu mix. She was my second favorite. So they visit me from time to time in my dreams, and I can kind of feel their energy with me, and I reminisce about them a lot. Okay, but animals, they have a tendency, especially dogs, I'm more of a dog person than anything, really have a keen sense of just comforting you when you need it the most or when you just need to center yourself. Okay, so we're going to go into the book, page 30, okay, which equaling out to 3 talks about 3, talking about mind, body, and spirit, centering yourself. Okay, so I'm going to hold this up for you guys. It says, ancestors speak. You have a natural connection with animals. They are drawn to your energy and trust you. You have a gift for communicating with and healing all kinds of animals, including fish and birds. You may have been thinking about working with animals, adopting a rescue animal, volunteering at an animal shelter, or looking after injured wildlife. If you already work with animals or have pets of your own, this card is confirmation that you are on the right track. Keep up the great work you are doing with animals, okay? Some of you, if you are already doing it, maybe that's something that people have never seen you do before or never knew that you liked doing stuff like that. Again, if these people have been around you for so long, how do they not know these things or inquire about your, your hobbies or the things that you like to do? It's because either they don't have a true interest in you or they just want to remain with that stigma of what they see on a daily basis. Okay? A lot of people sometimes, and the saying goes, don't judge a book by its cover. Okay? You can look at a cover and read it and be like, oh, I don't like the way that book looks. I'm not going to read it. Or get the summary from the back of the book and think you've read the whole book. It's like, no. You have to actually read the book in order to understand what the book is about, not just based on the summary, okay? And a lot of people do that with you, Virgo. And so that's why every time when they find out something new about you, they're like, oh my gosh, I never knew. It's like, well, you never asked. If you don't take an interest in what I do outside of my regular job, then yes, you would be surprised, okay? So, with that being said, we're going to go into your angel messages here so we can wrap the reading up, Virgo. But friendship is different for a lot of people. Me personally, like I said, if you can't take the time to really want to get to know someone and what or how they are outside of their regular norms, then can you really call yourself a friend? To me, you sound more like an associate, okay? That sounds more like an associate, okay? If you're my friend or if I'm your friend, I anticipate talking to you enough to know small details about you, not just our regular social interaction, okay? Just because we socialize at work doesn't automatically make us friends. Do we socialize outside of work? And have I been around you enough to know where your favorite store is, or what's your favorite foods, or the top spots where I could probably find you on a Saturday? You know what I mean? And we have the same likes or interests or dislikes, okay? Gotta start knowing who you're around, Virgo. Okay, and people need to start knowing who you are as well if they want to take the time to actually get to know you. Okay, so Virgo, your angel message here is from Athena. Okay, Athena says it is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. Okay? Athena says it is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. Okay? Which means start being who you are, Virgo. Okay? Whoever don't like it ain't supposed to be around you. Okay? Don't think about it in a sense that you're losing anything. You're gaining something. You're gaining yourself. You're gaining your true self. You're gaining your worth, okay? And you can do it in a loving way where people can make their own choice. You're not making it for them. You're making a choice to be you. They have to make the choice of whether or not they like this version of you, and if they're either going to follow or move out the way, okay? Or join you, whichever one it is, okay? So with that being said, Virgo, that's all that I have for you guys. Until next time, peace.